I'm Andy Brown, the rookie communications professor at Trine University, and this fall I'll be starting my role as the play-by-play broadcaster for football. And I'm really excited to be at Trine, and one of the people I've been fortunate to meet during my time here is the athletic director and vice president for athletics, Matt Land. Coach, how are you?
I'm great. How are you?
How was your summer?
Fast.
Did you get a vacation in or anything like that?
Trine University Athletics is my vacation.
That's your vacation?
Yes.
Perfect. So no trip to Disney World or anything like that?
Nope. My kids are both active in athletics, so weights and club and practice and those kind of things eat up our summer. So
it's hard to get away.
That's right.
In that situation. Well, you're on the NCAA Exploratory Committee for eSports, so I
Yes,
kind of
I
want
am.
to start there because I think that's really cool. Why is eSports such an emphasis for Trine right now, and how have you seen that program begin to grow?
Well, I think when you look at our athletic department and our programs in general, we try and match what we're doing with the student interests. And we have a large number of students that were interested in eSports. It was a way for us to find a different demographic, maybe a different competitive realm for people to participate in, and it really hit a sweet spot with what we were looking for and what our students were looking for.
And our facility, we've had people from University of Michigan and other places come to look at the Trine facility already. That's got to be a great feeling and a good start, right?
Absolutely. We built the MTI Center, we built the eSports Arena, and I probably have done 3 or 4 times as many reviews, tours of our eSports facility rather than the basketball arena proper. So it's a sought after thing right now, and it's leading the conversation in athletic departments and student events.
One thing I noticed over the summer is you're pretty active on social media. You have a Twitter, you tweet out. I remember following you during the softball run. You were at all the games, and you do a little thing where you kind of show your face and something behind it. Why is Twitter or social media important to you as an athletic director?
Well, first of all, at the Coach Land, I'm a really good follow. The funniest thing about it is our first NCAA tournament for women's basketball, I was not on social media, and we're sitting around, and basically NCAA tournaments are fun, but you play one game a day and sit around for 22 hours.
Right.
And the girls found out I wasn't on Twitter. They took my phone and signed me up for Twitter. So I think I'm really techie. So I take the first picture before the game, and I had cut my face off to about right here and posted it before I knew what I was doing. Well, that became, the forehead selfie is now a thing. It's a living, breathing organism that's sweeping the nation. And so that's what you're witnessing.
Selfie.
Yep.
I like it.
And my NCAA socks.
And the NCAA
Yep.
socks.
And I'm sure you saw that on the tournament. But it's a way to directly speak to our students and our fans and our boosters and our university and let them know what's going on in a way that's fun and different. And it's something I really have a lot of fun with.
You mentioned the MTI Center a few minutes ago. One of the first things I saw when I was interviewing at Trine was that facility, and it's beautiful. It's a state-of-the-art facility. And I know you had a big role in bringing that to campus. Talk about that process, because it happened pretty quickly, and how happy have you been with the results?
Well, I couldn't be more happy.
Yeah.
I mean, we have what I consider has to be a top 5 facility in the country. We have better facilities than a lot of D2 and D1 schools, several thousand probably. It is a capstone to the things that we've done at Trine University, promoting our athletic departments and supporting our athletic teams. And I don't think that anyone could have thought it turned out the way it was gonna, even though we all in the planning process. It's just an unbelievable run of from concept to design to build to implement, and it's been a blast.
And there's a bowling alley in it.
There is.
It's pretty cool. You can bowl. One of the things my students wanted to know, and my students in one of my comm classes wrote the questions for this interview today. What is your everyday routine like? I mean, you coached football for many years. Now you're an administrator. What's a day in the life during the school year for Matt Land?
I think uniquely with the athletic director position specifically at Trine University, number one, it's different every day. I love it. The day is never the same. But when you look at above 1,100 student athletes on our campus, 35 teams 85 staff members within the athletic department. We touch every part of campus. So I'm working in every silo, whether it be admissions, campus ops, academics. I'm involved with everybody. So with that becomes a time management process, and really just your day is different every day, and it's different than you thought it was going to be every day also. But when you have to plan 270 home events and make sure that they are on the schedule, we have games scheduled, we have officials scheduled, we have transportation scheduled for the away games, practice times, moving around 1,100 people logistically in an orderly fashion to make sure everybody has appropriate time to be successful in athletics, which is ultimately what we want to do. Plenty of stuff to do.
Not a dull moment.
Yeah, that's
from
right.
Matt Land.
Yeah.
You coached at the high school level. You coached at the college level, even the semi-pro level. Which of those three levels of football was the most fun for you to coach?
Middle school.
Middle school?
Yes.
Why?
Because I got to coach my son.
Right.
When I left coaching here and became a full-time athletic director, one of the reasons was being able to spend some more time with my kids. I've coached everybody else's kids for over 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
I've got 4 or 5 left with mine. I wanted to take some time and spend with them, and it was a blast. You go from run a dig, at the professional level, to that belt goes in the pants this way, and those are knee pads, not thigh pads.
Right.
So I have had the most fun. It got me back in touch with why I love coaching, which is just developing kids and making them better at what they love to do. But each level is the same. Every kid wants to be coach. Every kid wants to be great. Coach's job, whatever level, is to make sure that happens in every way possible. So I had a blast doing all of it.
Does being an athletic director allow you to get that competitive feel like you did as a coach?
My goal as the athletic director at Trine University is to win every conference title and every national title in every sport in the same year. That's perfection. That's what I want to do. I live, breathe, cry, smile, every win or loss for every single one of our teams, which is absolutely exhausting. But I'm so vested in what we want to do as Trine University Athletics, and so is our coaching staff, that these are the things that I think are important. Being the director of athletics can't be about paper and scheduling and meetings. It can't be. It's so much more, because we have 1,100 kids that come to this school because they want to be a part of our athletic program, and I think they deserve better than that.
Do you still talk football with Coach Abs? Do you break film down with him? Do you go over the game plan, or do you try to keep away?
I should probably let Coach Abs answer that question. I've watched every practice film this year so far of camp. I'm very close to Coach Abs. Coach Abs was on my staff. He's been here all 14 years that we've been doing this here, now 15. He was my defensive coordinator. So we have similar philosophies, and I think we talk about football and the things that we do a lot.
Coach Land, as you think about your success in life so far, do you have any heroes or role models who have helped shape you professionally and personally?
Well, I think my father and my family was a unique influence on me. Coach Holtz, being a Catholic kid in Northeast Indiana, if you did not love Notre Dame football, you couldn't take communion. So those are instances. I think an example that I think best would describe me is when I was growing up, we heated our house with wood. So in the summer we would go and cut wood, and then we'd bring it home and split it, and then we'd stack it in the back barn, and then we'd bring it from the back barn up to the front garage, and then we'd take it from the garage and put it down in the basement next to the wood burner, and that's how we heated our house. And it taught me a lot of things. If you want to be warm, you can be warm. You just have to work. You have to put the work in to get what you want. And as soon as my brother and I, graduated from college and got out in high school and got out, they got Central Air. So, that's just a microcosm, I think, of what I've learned from a lot of experiences. Is you'll get what you want out of it. If you want to do something, just go do it. but it's going to be hard. You have to put the work in, and if you want to be warm, you have to have heat.
Outside of Trine University, you mentioned all of the teams here on campus who you follow, ardently every day. Do you have any time left to follow sports outside of Trine, like professional baseball or football? And if so, who are your favorite teams?
My favorite team and the team that I follow the most is the Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
I'll have it on. My app will be on.
Fly the flag.
You got it, baby. It's in my garage. My app will be on every Cubs game, no matter where I'm at or what I'm doing. I'm a Colts fan. I'm a Notre Dame fan. We talked about that, but those are the teams that I root for.
So Nick Castellanos is a Detroit.
The best pickup.
He was on my Tigers, and we gave him to you for next to nothing, and he's doing pretty well.
Yeah, that's Tigers baseball.
I hope you enjoy him. Yeah,
it's Tigers baseball.
Pretty much, unfortunately.
We appreciate it. I think his OPS is like 1,300.
Well, he's just hitting the ball out of the stadium all the time. That's got to be nice. You had an all-athlete meeting last night. What is that? As a new guy, I've never seen that before. What is that? What's the thought behind it?
The one time a year I can get all of our athletes in the same place at the same time has to be prior to any games that we have.
Right.
There's a lot of information that needs to be given the athletes. There's a lot of paperwork with the NCAA and within our medical and athletic training department that have to be accomplished and done to be compliant to participate. Gets everybody in the same room for a second to get all the information they need. It's also, I want everybody to know how important we are to the university, and you get them all in one place is a pretty impressive sight. I want to tell them what I think this year should look like. I want to let them know what my opinion is, and we just want to distribute information. But the biggest thing I want is everybody to get in the room and see everybody. There's 1,100 plus in there. We don't even know the real number yet because I need 3 or 4 more rosters, and it's a lot of paper to be moving around. So, but I want them to understand how important they are to the university. We are a school that does not shy away from putting athletics in the front and in your face, and I wanted them to know that winning is important. Mm-hmm. We are here to win. It's okay to have fun, but winning is mandatory. And you can do both, and we should do both, but I want them to know that don't hang your head and don't feel bad about wanting to win every single rep that you have during practice and every game that you participate in. That's okay.
My students told me that a birthday celebration broke out during the all-athlete meeting. What happened there?
I'm a fun guy. I like fun. So Coach D and the softball team let me know that a certain student was having their birthday on the day of the all-athlete meeting. So I wanted to make sure I made a special, have a special little presentation for her. So I called her up and we sang happy birthday to her. And she was totally embarrassed and made me feel better to make her feel uncomfortable, those kind of things. But really, those kind of things happen all the time in our department. Those are things that, again, if you're not pushing papers and if you're not only in meetings and you get out and I want to be a part of the student-athlete experience, not just the guy that runs it and schedules things. And you can't do that if you also don't show them the kind of person you are.
For sure.
Fun is great. We can do everything that we want to do and accomplish everything we want to accomplish and still have fun.
New sports. We've added some sports for 2019-2020. Will they start in the fall, and what are some of the new sports that we've added?
Acrobatics and tumbling will start next spring.
Okay.
Yep. And she's recruiting right now. Katie Horseman's our head coach, and she is a not defending anymore, she graduated, but a 4-time national champion from Baylor. She's going to do awesome. I can't wait. I can't wait for the students to see this thing that is acrobatics and tumbling when they finally get to see it, because it is really some amazing things happen. Some things that even I went to the national championships and saw some athletic things that I've never seen before. It was unbelievable. So I'm really excited for everybody else
nice
to see
addition.
those kind of things. Yeah, it's going to be fun.
A couple of my students are in golf. They have a home golf tournament coming up, and we're going to get going, right?
Yep.
So get some
it's
home
happening,
events
whether we're ready or not. Friday the women's golf team opens up, and then I think September 4th is the date that men's soccer opens up in their home opener, and then we're off and running.
And then September 21st, we have a home football game, volleyball that day too, so we'll get going in earnest. Coach Land, it's been great to meet you this fall. I really appreciate your time and have a great semester.
No problem. Thanks. Can't wait to hear you.